Hello, my dear students. Very good morning to all of you. I welcome once again to this online lecture. From previous some lectures, we are studying the chemical kinetics. Today, we are going to discuss integrated rate law expression for zero order reaction. Before I start this lecture, here I will recapitulate what we are studied from the previous lecture of this topic. Initially, we are studied the concept of rate of a chemical reaction. After that, we are studied the factors affecting on rate of a chemical reaction. Then order of a reaction and how to write the rate law and the rate equation. From that rate law and rate equation, we can find the order of reaction. After that, we studied molecularity of that reaction. Then we compared the differentiation between the order of reaction and the molecularity. And we also studied the pseudo-molecular reactions, means how the pseudo-molecular reaction is there, what was the concept of pseudo-molecular reaction, how it is based on the molecularity. All these things we had studied in the previous 7 to 8 lectures. So today is very important. This is the mathematical part we are going to see, integrated rate law expression for zero order reaction. So I think all the students, those who are watching this online lecture, you must clearly concentrate on this zero order reaction. How I am going to integrate means we are going to get a mathematical equation for finding the rate constant of zero order reactions. We know that we already studied in the previous lecture, the order of reactions may be the zero, maybe the fractional, maybe in the number, that is in the integer number. So here in this syllabus, in this topic, we have to study the integrated rate law expression for zero order, first order and the second order. So all these integrated rate law expression we are going to study. So first I will start here with the zero order reactions. Once you know, if you get the idea how to write the rate equation, how we can get the integration of that differentiation form of the rate equation, from that values we can determine rate constant of any reaction, whether it may be of zero order, whether it may be of the first order, whether it may be of the second order. What you have to keep it to be learn, how we can get how to write the rate equations and how to write the integrated rate law expression for different order of reactions. Okay. So here I will start. First we have to consider a general reaction follows the zero order reactions. Right. Consider a general reaction. Consider a general reaction. That is, consider a general reaction, it follows the zero order reaction. A to the product. This is a simple reaction. We are going to be consider general reaction. A is the reactant molecules form into the product. What it follows? It follows the zero order reaction. Now when it follows the zero order reaction, we know that the order of reaction we already defined. Their concentration, powers of the concentration must be taken in account of the order of reaction. Here it follows the zero order reaction. Means what? First of all, we can write the rate of reaction. Rate equal to, how we can write the rate? See, again I will come how to write the rate. Rate of the reaction write in two ways. One is in the differential form, one is in the rate law form. We already studied how to write in the differential form, how to write in the rate law form. In case of the differential form, you must consider with respect to the concentration, with respect to the time. So here can I write as minus dA upon dt. This is with respect to the rate in the form of the differential form. So, say as the equation number 1. Let us consider say as the equation number 1. Rate can also be right. See here, rate is equal to how? Concentration. This is, we know that rate of reaction as per the rate law constant. Rate of any reaction is dependent on the concentration of the reactive molecule at that time. So, can be write as, here putting the rate constant. Now see, this is rate is equal to proportionality constant. Already we know, whenever I am writing the with respect to the rate law, rate equal to the proportionality constant into the concentration of the reactive molecule. But what we have to do it now, it follows the zero order reaction. This is very important. Consider a general reaction. It follows, here I will write, it follows zero order reaction. It follows zero order. It follows zero order. Means what? The power of the concentration of the reactive molecules involved in this rate equation, it becomes the zero. It becomes the zero. Are you getting the point? Here rate equal to proportionality constant. Here again I will, for our identification, can I write as the K0? What is this K0? K0, 0 indicate for proportionality constant or a rate constant for zero order. You getting my point? This is for our identification. What is K0? K is, generally we can write K only, but here for our identification we can write K0. In some books it is directly written as the K. In some books it is written as the K0. As per our convenience, we can write, because we are going to see integrated rate law expression for zero order, first order and the second order. Can we put as K1 for first order? Can we put K2 for second order? Likewise, our convenience, we can write rate equal to K0. This is the concentration of reactive molecules. Now, here the concentration of reactive molecule, what is the power? Power is the zero. This is very important. Power is the zero. Whenever the power is the zero, it follows the zero order reaction. Getting my point? Here it follows the zero order reaction. Say as equation number 2. Say as equation number 2. In some books, directly it is given as, in some books, for your convenience I am writing here, in some books, minus dA upon dt is equal to K into concentration of A0. Both are the same. Both are the same here. This is the first equation. Here can I write as equation number 1. Here write as equation number 2. Means here the rate of reaction is written in form of the differential form. Here the rate is written in the form of the rate law form. So here if you equate, can we equate equation number 1, equation number 2? Both are the same. So can I write as this one only, rate equal to minus dA upon dt is equal to K into A0 power. So this is nothing but the, so here can I write as, so directly minus dA upon dt is equal to, after equating, what you will get it? K0. This is the A0. So if you equate equation number 1, equation number 2, you will get minus dA upon dt is equal to K0. Again I will repeat here, what is the K0? K0 is the rate constant for zero order reaction. Rate constant for zero order reaction. Here it is for our convenience. Here I am writing the 0. 0 indicates for the rate constant for zero order reaction. Here what is the power of the concentration? Power of the concentration is the 0. Why it is 0? Because it follows the zero order reaction. If I put 1, that will become the first order. If I put the 2, that will become the second order. Because we know the powers of the concentration of the reactive molecules involved in the rate equation. That is called as the order of reaction. Here order, what is the order? Order is the 0. First you have to understand all these things. What I did is very simple. The first I written the rate in terms of differential form, rate in terms of the rate law form, minus dA upon dt. Once you will get the idea, you will get the clear how we can integrate. Then next part is the mathematical part. But here you have to understand how to write these equations. First is the rate of reaction in the differential form. Second is rate in the rate law form. And after that we equating both are the same. Rate is equal to this one, rate is equal to this one. So if I equate both, minus dA upon dt is equal to K0, concentration of A of the power 0. That both are the same. You're getting my point? So here this is a very important. Now what will happen? K0, concentration of A, it will become the 0. It will become the value 1. So here Now you can continue here. Minus dA upon dt is equal to K0. K0. Since, what is since? Concentration of A0 is equal to 1. This is the mathematical value. Mathematically, we can, if any power of, any value of the power 0, it becomes the 1. This is a mathematical value. Any power of 0, it will become the 1. So therefore, 1 into K0, you will get the K0. Getting my point? So now what we can do it now? Now we can just rearrange these things. Minus dA is equal to K0 dt, or so can I write as concentration of dA is equal to K0 minus K0 dt. What I put here, just negative sign becomes I taken into the right hand side. Now this is very important. Say as the equation number 3. Say as the equation number 3. Now for this equation we have to integrate. This equation we have to integrate. Okay. This equation we have to integrate. Where we have to integrate? Now see, when within the limits, when t equal to 0, when t equal to 0, observe, when t equal to 0, what will be this concentration? This is the concentration. When t equal to 0 means initial concentration, what will become? That will become the A0. When t equal to 0, the concentration of A is equal to A0. Concentration of A is equal to A0. When t equal to 0, concentration becomes will be the 0. Means there are 0 time is there. There are initial concentration will be 100 molecules. Let us consider 100. That is called as the A0 initial concentration. When t equal to t means after certain time, at any time, you have to integrate it at any time. When t equal to t, the concentration of A is equal to concentration of A. This will become the same. Means what? Keep it to be remember. What is this concentration? This is the remaining concentration of the reactive molecules at time t. When t equal to t, what is the concentration of A? Concentration of A is equal to A. Means what? This is the remaining concentration. When t equal to 0, that is the initial concentration. Let us consider 100 moles are there. After 10 minutes, let us consider t equal to 10 minutes. Means what will happen? Reaction is started. Some molecules are converted into the product. Let us consider 10 molecules are converted into the product. What will happen to this concentration? After 10 minutes, if 10 molecules of the reactants are converted into the product, means what? 10 molecules are converted. Means 10 moles of the product is converted. Means 10 moles of the product is formed. So what will be the remaining now? Remaining will be the 90. So this 90 is nothing but the concentration of A. Always. This is when t equal to t, concentration of the reactive molecules. This is the remaining reacting concentration is there. Okay. So now we have to integrate this equation number 3 within these limits of t equal to 0, t equal to t, concentration of A0. When t equal to 0, concentration will be the A0. When t equal to t, concentration will become the A. Okay. Now continue. So we are going to be now integrate the equation number 3 within the limits. This is, can I write as A0? Here it is A. Concentration of A0 to A is equal to minus K0 dt. Within the limits what? Within the limits of 0 to t. So this is the constant value. Keep it to be outside. So this is the mathematical integration you will get. A value. Here it is the concentration of A0. This is the upper value. Upper limit, lower limit is equal to minus K0. If you put it outside, then you will have differentiate only the dt. So you will get the t value with respect to the 0 to t. So what you will get it now? Upper limit minus lower limit. So you will get concentration of A minus concentration of A0. Putting these values. One time you have to put A, one time you have to put A0. Because your upper limit, lower limit is subtracted from the upper limit. So here minus K0 you will get the t. How the t is obtained? T minus 0 you will get the t. Say this is the equation. What is called? This is equation is known as integrated expression, integrated rate law expression. Expression for zero order reaction. Note these points. Okay. Now I will continue. This is called as the integrated expression for zero order reaction. Now what will happen? Just you observe this equation. Concentration of A, what is the concentration of A? This is at time t minus concentration of A0 is equal to minus K0 dt. So can we rearrange it? How we can rearrange? Just this value take from the put into the right side, you will get is equal to minus K0 dt plus you will get the A0. You can observe. What you can observe? This looks like a straight line equation. Let us consider if you put the concentration of A on y-axis, if we put concentration of time on x-axis, you can plot a graph of that is y equal to mx plus c form is there. Getting my point here? Mx plus c form is there. Now with this equation, we can find rate constant for zero order reaction. How? When, let us consider, when concentration of A0 is equal to A. When, or we can say when t equal to 0, concentration of A0 becomes A. When t equal to t, concentration of A is becomes A minus x. Means what? Initially we are consider reaction of A to the product P. Initial concentration how much? It's A is there. Okay. After concentration of A minus x. Means how it is explained now? See, A to the product P is there. We are taken. If initially A molecules are there, A moles of reactant is there. When t equal to 0, and what will the product? Product is the 0. Getting my point? When t equal to t, what will happen? Some of the reactive molecules are converted to the product. How? A minus x. Let's say this is the A minus x, and the product will be the x. Means what? When t equal to 0, initial concentration of the reactant will be the A moles. Like as I said, 100 means nothing but the A moles. That time product are the 0. When t equal to t, X molecules are now converted into the product. These are the product X molecules. Now what will be the concentration of the reactant? A minus X. Means X are subtracted from this A, you will get the into the product. A minus X will be the concentration of the reacting. Remains at the time t. So that is the concentration of A. So here we put in these equations in this one. So what you will get it here? You will get, after rearranging this equation, we say as equation number 4. Here it is say as equation number 4. Equation number 4 becomes, how we can put it here? We can write here. See, first we are write rate constant. Here we can write minus A0 is equal to minus K, sorry, it will become the T. So here it is, the T is there. Okay. Now this can be rearranged. K0T is equal to A0 minus A. You getting my point? Here it is the negative value. If I shift into the right side, so A0 minus becomes minus A. So this equation you will get how? K0 equal to A0, concentration of A0 minus A divided by T. Okay. So now this can be right. How? K0 equal to A0 minus A upon T. This is the rate constant for zero order reaction. If you substitute the values of A0 and A, what you will get? What is the A0? A0 is nothing but the A. What is the A? A is nothing but the A minus X. So what you will get it? You will get A0 is nothing but the A minus what is A minus X upon T. So what you will get? You will get this, you will cancel. Okay, and minus into minus you will get the plus X upon T. This is also nothing but the rate constant for zero order reaction. This is also nothing but the rate constant for zero order reaction. This equation is known as this above equation. Above equation is rate constant for zero order reaction. Zero order reaction. What is K0 equal to X upon T? It is dependent only on the product. It means what? K0 equal to A0, concentration of A0 minus A divided by T. This is nothing but the, this is nothing but this one only, because we just put the values of A0 is nothing but the A, concentration of A time is nothing but the A minus X. Simplifying, you will get K0 equal to X upon T. This is called as rate constant for zero order reaction. Okay. Now we have to see graphical representation as well as half life of the zero order reaction. Those are nothing but the characteristics of zero order reaction. Here we can see the units. What will be the units? K0 equal to X upon T. What will become the units? Very simple. Now go for the units. All these things have to under consideration. What will be the units? Here first write the units. Units of zero order reaction. Units of zero order. What will be the unit? Very simple. What is the equation we have? K0 equal to X upon T. Now what is the X here? X is the product, concentration of the product. How the concentration is there? Concentration always we determine moles per liter. Moles per liter. What is T? T means nothing but the time. So in terms can we write as moles per liter per time, or if we consider in the SI units, units of K0 equal to moles per liter per second. This is also the same thing. Both are the same. Whether you have to consider in form of the this one or this one. Moles, this is the in general moles per liter per time, or we can say moles per liter per second. Okay, these are the units for zero order reaction. Now what we have to keep it to remember? K0 equal to X upon T. Okay. Now go for the graphical representation. Now let me go for the graphical representations. Graphical representation. How we represent the graphs of the zero order reaction? First of all, what we have? The basic, as I told you, what is the y equal to mx plus c? Which equation is there? See, this equation we already determined. A minus A0, as I told you, equal to minus KT0. This is the equation, integrated rate law expression for zero order reaction. If we rearrange it, concentration of A is equal to minus K0T plus take towards the right hand side, it will become the positive side A0. So this equation is nothing but that represents y equal to mx plus c. Represent now graph, put a graph, you put it a graph, this represents y equal to mx plus c. Put a graph. Here y, what is the y? Concentration of reactive molecules at time t. This is the concentration of A. Concentration of A. What is x? X is the time. This is the time t. Time t. How the graph is there? Which is a linear, which is a straight line equation, but This is the negative sign. Negative sign indicates what? There is the reverse straight line will be there, like this. And what is this? C. C is the y-intercept. Y. Where is the y-intercept? This is the y-intercept. This is the y-intercept. This is the initial concentration. Here it is the y-intercept. So here write concentration of A. Concentration of A at time t. At any time. Say as the at any time. This is the concentration of A. A is what? Reacting molecules. After time t. Whenever time t is there, you want to determine the concentration at time t. That is the reacting constant. This is remaining concentration. Keep it to remember. This is the remaining concentration. As I told you, this is the remaining concentration on y-axis. At x-axis, time is there. You will get, this is theta. Tan theta means nothing but the slope. Slope you will get minus k. Slope you will get the minus k value. Means what? Concentration of A is equal to minus K0T plus A0. This equation represents the y equal to mx plus c straight line equation that we can represent here. On x-axis if time is taken, and y-axis if concentration of A is taken, you will get the straight line equation. Slope is nothing but the rate constant of rate constant. For any equation, if slope is given, if a slope value is given, that will be the value of the rate constant of the directly zero order reaction. Okay. So these are the graphical representation. This is the graphical representation. Now next, half-life period. What are all these half-life period? These are the characteristics of zero order. Half-life period. What is half-life period? Indicates T half. Very simple. T half. What is a half-life? Half-life is very simple. The time required to complete half of its initial concentration. Half of its initial concentration of the reacting. That is called as the half-life. Means what time you require to complete initial half of its initial concentration. Let us consider, this is the reaction. Let us consider A to the product P. Just we already consider this reaction. Initially, let us consider here 100 molecules are there. Here 100 molecules are there. Means what? Half-life period is a time required to complete half of its initial concentration. Means what? Initially 100 molecules are taken. At what concentration we have to take the time? This will become the 50. It means what? Here initially when t equal to 0, here it will be the 100. Product will be the 0. Okay. When t equal to half, it means what? For our convenience, this will become the 50 and this will become the 50. Getting my point? Whenever the concentration of reacting molecules is 50, means 100, it will become the 50, means half of its initial concentration. That time is nothing but the half-life period. Okay. So here, let us consider initial concentration is A when t equal to 0. Okay. And product concentration will be the 0. When t equal to t half, here what will happen? Concentration becomes half. Concentration becomes half. What will be the product? Product is formed x equal to, what is the product is x. It will becomes also a by 2. It means what? Here it is 100 molecules. Initially 100 molecules are taken. This will be the 0. At t equal to half, this will be the 50 and this will be also the 50. So that is nothing but a equal to a by 2 as well as x equal to a by 2. So now this substitute the values in case of the equation we obtained, that is equation number 5, as well as the rate constant for zero order reaction. Already we are seen K0 equal to x upon t. Okay, already we studied. This is we have this equation. We have rate constant for zero order reaction. Now what we have to do it? Just put it when t equal to t half, x equal to a by 2. Already because you have seen when t equal to 0, A equal to A, here it will be the 0. When T equal to T of, here it will be the A by 2, here it will be also the A by 2. So just substitute the values in above equation. So you will get K0 is equal to, this is A by 2, oh sorry, what we have to do, we have to find the T of, no? So here T half becomes X upon K0 is equal to, what is the value of X? X is the A by 2 upon K0. So this is nothing but the A upon 2K. A upon 2K0. A upon 2K0. Continue here. Here I come to this, continue this one. So here T half is equal to, after simplifying what you will get it? A upon 2K0. This is the equation for half-life period of 0 order reaction. First of all, you have to understand what is half-life period. Half-life period is the time required to complete its half of its initial concentration, means that is 50% will become there in the concentration of reacting molecules. Once if it is 50, and this will become the 50. If here it is initial concentration A by 2 will be the 50 and this will become the A by 2. So that is it, half-life period of that reaction. Here T of equal to A upon 2K0. Okay. So I hope you understand this kinetics of 0 order reaction. This is nothing but the kinetics of 0 order reaction. What we are seen, what we have studied from this, first of all we derived integrated rate law expression for 0 order reaction, and second graphical representation we are seen, and third one half-life period, as well as we also seen the units of 0 order reaction. Okay. Here I will write what we are seeing. First, we derived integrated expression law. A minus A0 is equal to minus K0T. This is the integrated expression law for 0 order reaction. Then we are seeing that units of 0 rate constant for 0 order reaction we are seeing moles per liter per second we are studied. Graphical representation, what we are studied? Graphical representation of, this is here the concentration of A, here the time T, there is a straight line equation, this is nothing but the intercept, this is the A0. Whenever you put it, means when we plot a graph between time and concentration of A, this is not the product, this is a concentration of A. Concentration of A, you will get, what you will get? You will get the slope. Slope is nothing but the minus K. Here actually one more graph is there. When you compare with respect to the product concentration time T with respect to the X, concentration of X. Concentration of X is nothing but the product. How you will get the graph? You will get the graph passing through origin, again you will get the slope is nothing but here, slope is equal to K, is that positive K, because already we have the equation. What equation we have, what we seen, K0 equal to X upon T. What it indicates is directly proportional to the concentration of the product. This indicates the directly proportional to the concentration of the product. Here X is nothing but the product concentration. Here this is A is nothing but the, here it is A minus X. This concentration of A is nothing but the A minus X. Means remaining concentration. This is nothing but the remaining concentration of that reacting molecules. Here X is nothing but the concentration of the product. When we obtain the graph between product concentration and the time, you will get the positive straight line, because slope equal to plus K. Here with this concentration of reacting, you will get the negative slope. You will get the straight line equation, but in the reverse form, you slope equal to minus K. Okay, both will be the same. So this we can compare graph between reacting concentration, graph between the product concentration. And the last one we also studied the half-life, T half-life for 0 order reaction, A upon 2K0. Means what? Half-life period of zero order reaction is directly proportional to the initial concentration. This is very important. Half-life of zero order reaction is directly proportional to the initial concentration, concentrations. I hope you all are understood these points. First of all, integrated rate law for zero order, the units of zero order, then graphical representation, how the graph is represented, and the last one, half-life period of the zero order reaction. Okay, I will stop here. In the next lecture, we have to see likewise same kinetics of first order reaction, or nothing but the integrated rate law expression for first order reaction. Okay, thank you so much.